Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Confessions of a Gaming Mum. So today I'm not going to talk too much about our veganism journey, considering this is like the last weekend that we've got left of it. So I'm going to do, I think I'll just do like a sort of full-on veganism video next week once I finish Veganuary, so then I can basically just talk about it in general and different things and just give sort of my general outlook. The one update I did want to give was the fact that I successfully cooked with lentils. I made an absolutely amazing spaghetti bolognese this week, which was very yummy. I also found some vegan garlic bread, which I've been like moaning about since we started Veganuary, that there never seems to be any vegan garlic bread, considering it's such an easy thing to be able to make. So yeah, that was a big plus for me. I did try to make butternut squash and chickpea curry just by going by the ingredients that were on the back of a microwave meal that I'd found and really liked, and then just making it up from there as I went along, and it turned out okay. I think I needed more like coconut cream, which is, you don't seem to really get any tins of it, only seem to do it in cartons. I don't know if that's just where I shop, that they just don't do it in cartons. The only thing they seem to do in cartons is coconut milk, but it might be different elsewhere, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so I think more coconut milk and maybe less cloves, because I did put quite a bit. I was just making it up as I go along, so it was like a teaspoon of every spice that was in there, and there were a lot of spices. So yeah, I think it's just working out what spices or the amount, what goes where. But yeah, it was really nice. Also bought some jackfruit. I thought this wasn't going to turn into like a vegan thing, and yeah, it's already doing that. But yeah, I bought some vegan jackfruit from Aldi, because they were doing a super buy or special buy thing that they do. I bought 4 tins because I wanted to make sure if I was successful in cooking with them, then I would still have some more and I wouldn't go to Aldi and then find they'd all sold out. I'll probably go again this weekend as well to see if I can find a couple more, just to make sure we got some good stock, because I haven't really found it anywhere else. The only other time I've found it has been in like pre-made stuff, like in a curry, like already. But I'd rather be able to cook it from scratch to make sure, one, that I can do it, and two, to make some a recipe that I know I'd like. So I'm actually going to see if I can make, so because I think I found it in my new BOSH book. I think it was in that one, it might be in the other one, because I've got 2 now. I think they've only released 2 cookbooks, I think, but I know they've got more books. But yeah, I've got their original BOSH one and their new healthy vegan one, and the healthy vegan one I took inspiration from my spag bowl, and it was absolutely delicious, so I'd highly recommend it. I'm also going to try it. They do like, I think they're called BOSH bars or something. I'm going to try them for my husband's breakfast next week, rather than the tofu frittata things, because even though he likes them, they are just so much faff for me to make. So I want to see if these bars are just a little bit less faff and if he likes them, sort of thing. But yeah, with the jackfruit, I want to try and make jerk jackfruit, because I love rice and peas. I had it a couple of months ago. I used to make it like a batch for a week and have it for my lunch. It was absolutely delicious, and that was vegan, obviously, because it's just made with coconut milk. So the fact I know how to make that, I've never made jerk chicken, like, because I had it in the Caribbean and it was amazing, and I've never been able to find anything that really matches it. So I've always been a bit fussy about trying to find a decent recipe that I will actually like. So that's my mission for this week, is to try and make jerk jackfruit and rice and peas again, to see if I can get a new regular vegan recipe for at home. But yeah, I think that is all I'm going to talk about now for Veganuary stuff. What else was I going to talk about? Yeah, because I was going to just do like a general vegan video, because I was like, there's nothing really going on in life that I can talk about at the moment, because the run group, I think it's based on I don't know if it's a company or it's just a group called This Mum Runs, and this is what this lady that I know is trying to get set up and as a local group for us, and I'm helping her with it. But yeah, we're not starting till next weekend, because that's when she's actually available to do it. First off, I've got to actually make sure I can still fit in my my workout stuff, or my mum bought me more workout stuff for my birthday last year, obviously when I was still big after giving birth. So hopefully they should fit. But yes, that doesn't start till next weekend, so I can't even really talk about that. I think the big thing that's happened this week is that Bubs actually smashed our TV yesterday. Our big downstairs TV that we like basically live with, having on in the background whenever we're doing day-to-day stuff. So yeah, it's been quite a, well, for one thing, it was a massive shock when he did it because we didn't think he had it in him. But yeah, it turns out, well, at the moment he has this love of just throwing things. He has a bit of a temper in terms of if when he's playing with things, if it doesn't go the way he wants it to go, he very quickly just gets really fed up with it. And a lot of the time he then starts throwing things, and he's also started throwing things at us when we're sat on the sofa or when I'm cooking in the kitchen and I've closed the gate. He'll throw things over the gate to try and get my attention and stuff. I mean, a lot of the time when he throws things at us, like when we're sat on the sofa, it's just like the balls from his ball pit, so it's not like anything too bad or too painful or anything. But obviously what he did yesterday was grab he's got like this cube thing that's like got loads of different puzzles on it and stuff. So it's got like a little piano, it's got a steering wheel, it's got a phone, and it's got the sort of shapes, the holes of like, or different shape holes for him to put different things in. And yeah, and somehow he managed to swing it or something, leaning on the TV cabinet, swung it and hit the TV at a certain angle that's meant that he's smashed it so half the screen doesn't work. Luckily we're covered with insurance, but we still have to pay a couple of £100 in excess for it, which obviously is a real pain in the arse. But apparently accidents happen, and we're not the only ones that have had our kids cause such incidences. But I think it was one of those inevitable things. Like I was saying to my husband, I knew something was going to happen eventually if we didn't sort out our current TV situation, because we just basically had this like big 55-inch screen, like flat screen, and it's on a TV cabinet and it's pushed back as far as it could go, because obviously as Bubs has grown up and been able to stand up and lean on things, his reach has got closer and closer and closer to the TV, to now you can actually see little fingerprints along the bottom of the TV. And like he's been trying to push things onto the TV, and like he's got a remote and he's pushed it into the TV, and my husband's had to quickly like grab it off him and stuff. So I think it was inevitable that either something was going to happen or it would get to a point where we had no choice but to mount the TV. And I think it's got to a point that obviously now an accident has happened and we're going to have to mount the new TV that comes along. So obviously it's not the ideal way to come to that decision, but yeah, it's a decision we've come to. So today we're going shopping and looking for some wall mounts, seeing what's out there, seeing what the best ones are, and then probably buy it on Amazon because it'll probably be cheaper. But yeah, it's just one of those things where, I mean, I feel absolutely terrible because obviously it was on my watch. It was when I was home on my own with him while my husband was at work, and I just literally changed his nappy, was sorting out his nappy and walked back in and it had happened. So yeah, my fault for not watching him really. But yeah, what can you do? Lessons are learned, I think, the hard way sometimes. I'm just trying to think what else there is to talk about, because obviously this isn't a very long video, right? I'm still looking for work, although yeah, I had a really shit discovery this week that one of the websites I've been applying for jobs, I've applied to so many jobs through this website, and it's only when I just thought, you know what, I'll look into it and just check that the CV that I have on here is actually the correct CV, that it's been updated and everything. And yeah, the way the website does it is you upload your CV, but then it creates its own version of your CV through what you've added, and normally it's pretty good. But obviously the time I did it, or the previous time I did it, it literally just took my job titles from like my previous jobs and didn't actually put any of the descriptions. And obviously my last two jobs were my big main jobs that I've had, because I was in one place for like 10 years and it was my first major job. So yes, so obviously I was really pissed off about that, because there were so many jobs that I'd applied for and jobs that I actually would have really liked to have got, but now because I've applied using a shitty CV, I'm not going to get anywhere with them. So hopefully now I've sorted that out, my prospect of getting a job through that website is slightly more likely. Not very likely, but slightly more likely than it was when I had half a CV on there. So there's that. But there's also like on another one that I use, again, like daily. I look on there like several times a day to see if there's any new jobs. I'm that desperate to find a job now. And I don't think it has like a decent version of my CV on there in terms of, because my laptop doesn't have Office on there. So my original CV was done on a Word doc on our PC, but our PC is a bit buggered right now, so I can't get on there to do the applications for work, and I have to do it on my laptop, and like I said, my laptop doesn't have Office, so it just comes up with a random document that I can't open to check because it doesn't have Word on it. But I mean, it loads up okay to the website, but then I got an email from one of the agencies, like a automated email, to say that I should check the format that my CV's in. So now it's got me worried about that all the jobs I've been applying for on that it's not been working, or people aren't able to open it, so they're just not bothering. Because as far as I was concerned, it automatically sort of uploaded it as a Word document, even though obviously when it's uploaded on when it's saved on my laptop, it's not a Word document. I don't know, but it's just extremely frustrating because I'm not hearing anything, and I'm really worried now that it's because my CV is not in a decent format on these apps. So I'm probably just fucking up my own chances of getting these decent jobs because my laptop is shit. But I need a new laptop, and I can't get a new laptop until I have a job. It's just just one of those, I'm just in one of those really shitty situations right now, and I hate it. Trying to think what else. I'm pretty sure there was more I had to talk about, but I just can't think of it right now because I'm very, very tired. Right, well, I can't really think of anything else that I need to talk about in this video. It was going to be a short and sweet one because, like I said, I didn't want it to be like every single week I was doing stuff on veganism, although pretty much I have done every week something to do with veganism. But yeah, I think I'll be doing one more video next week just to give sort of an overview of the month as a vegan, if we're going to change anything in our lives. I think I've spoken about that anyway, but yeah, just to when it gets to the end, I can just talk about it a bit more and other things, because obviously all I've really talked about is food. I haven't really talked about like vegan products we're using and what we're doing to sort of reduce our carbon footprint and stuff like that. So so I'll save all that for next week, and then we'll get back to trying to get back to regular programming. So I want to do a few more like gaming videos in terms of talking about gaming, because I can't actually record gaming at the moment, can I? Life is shit right now. So many things I want to do and I can't, and I hate it. But yeah, on that note, I will say I hope you enjoyed this short but somewhat sweet video, and if you have any comments or you'd like to strike up a discussion about veganism or about shitty little toddlers, then feel free to comment below. Also, like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. As I've said before, I've got loads of pages. I've got like Patreon, I've got Facebook, I've got Twitter, Instagram as well, as you would have probably seen below. So make sure to like or follow on those as well if you can. That would be really helpful. And on that note, I shall see you all in the next video. Bye.